Good afternoon, everybody. A very warm welcome to this press briefing on the occasion of the 5th edition of the British and Irish film season. A very warm welcome here to the residents. I'm hosting today with the Irish ambassador to Luxembourg, Peter Carpenter. Jeff needs no introduction. Peter is joining us for the first time. Very welcome to Luxembourg, Peter. He's new. And I was absolutely delighted when Jeff asked me to be joint patron of this very prestigious event. I accepted with pleasure. This, I think, is now my 4th year of doing this. So I wasn't in right at the beginning, but almost to the beginning. And one of the particular pleasures is that we get to share this film festival with our Irish colleagues. It's films from the British Isles, whether it's the Isle of Man or Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, England. The UK and Ireland, of course, have a very long history indeed, a long and rich history, and this year particularly, we've had some major milestones in our relationship. We had an Irish state visit to the UK earlier in the year, which reaffirmed the cultural relations between our countries. And I'm looking at this film festival as it comes up this autumn in the context of that rejuvenated and expanding cultural collaboration right across the Isles. I'm very pleased to see that the British Irish Film Festival has turned into an annual event. I think we can safely say now we're into the 5th year. It really is an established event here. Runs at the same time every year, and we're getting some really excellent audiences. I think one of the big values of a film festival like this is there is always a challenge. I mean, even in an enormously diverse multicultural society like Luxembourg, there is a frustration here for film lovers that there is sometimes a limited range of really good, high quality foreign films available. There's also an issue around the lack of speed with which films we see announced in the British or Irish press, the lack of speed with which they finally find their way over here to continental Europe. And I think this festival goes some way to addressing those concerns. So I really would warmly encourage everybody to take a good look at the exciting and very varied programme that there will be for the festival, and then come on down and join us at Utopolis and at Utopia. For those of you who are new to this, we've been taking it in turns each year to lead on the launch film for the festival. Last year it was an Irish film. Year before it was a British film. The year before it was a British film. Someone fainted during the showing. We closed the cinema down. It was all very exciting. I'd like to think we could avoid that perhaps this year. But it's the UK's turn again this year, and we're delighted to kick off the film festival with a British film that is, I think, just coming out now in the UK, and has a very distinguished pedigree and lots of very prominent people in it.
And no, it is wonderful to be here. As Augusta says, British-Irish relations have never been as good as they have become over the last number of years, and it's great to have opportunities such as this to kind of show publicly that we do work very well together. We have traditionally, and whether it's culture, sport or anything else, it's what people are interested in, and that's what we should be striving to achieve, is better relations for all people, so between ourselves and obviously with people who are based in the city here. So we wish every success to the festival.
Thank you very much. Just before I talk a little bit more about the programme and the operational side, we're just going to show the first cut of the trailer, just to give you a quick flavour of what we're going to see. The 5th annual British and Irish Film Season. We're delighted to be able to announce the programme. The brochure is hot off the press. We've got 5,000 copies of that printed. Those will be distributed over the next week or 10 days. The opening will be on Wednesday, the 24th of September in Utopolis in Kirchberg. Most of the other screenings will be in Cine Utopia in Limpetsburg. We are showing this year a total of 14 feature-length films, which is more than last year. Each year we are showing more. And it's very interesting when we put the mix together that we represent not only the different genre of film, but also the different geographical regions. This year we have achieved the feat of being able to include films from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and the Isle of Man. The opening screening will be Hector and the Search for Happiness. We try each year to have an up-tempo film to launch the film season, so that we start on a high note. And as Ambassador Walpole said, we'll try and get through this year without any unexpected interruptions. Most of the films will be having their Luxembourg premieres. Now, it's important as well to note that there are different components, different programs within the film season. This year we're having an educational outreach program. So we're reaching out to the schools in more ways than we did last year. The documentary day, which proved to be of interest last year, we are continuing with this year. And the shorts program too, although we're having a completely different approach. Last year we screened, I think it was 7 or 8 shorts films in one screening. This year what we are doing is we are going to screen the short films prior to the feature films.
That's a good idea.
And so this should give then the exposure of short films to the general cinema going public who are interested in not only the features. The Young Journalist competition as well, this was a real hit last year, and we got entries from over 10 schools across the whole Grand Duchy, not only the city of Luxembourg. So this is something that we are pushing again this year, and it is where a student of English, whether they're in secondary school mother tongue English or secondary school learning English as a second or third language, or in university or in language schools, can view one of the films in one of the screenings, write a review and submit it. And then the prizes you saw on the trailer there of the Oscars that we're giving out. So those will be presented again at the award ceremony just before the closing screening, which will be on the Tuesday, the 7th of October. Also, to have more participation from the people that are attending, we will have the Audience Award. And what will happen here is that each person attending a screening will receive a voting slip which they'll enter. The most popular film will then be named having received the Audience Award. But also we will then draw out one of those entrants, and they will win a return trip for 2 from Luxair to one of their destinations, obviously Dublin or London in this case. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors. Without his help, we just couldn't put this together. So the gold sponsor we have is Orange Luxembourg. Thank you very much indeed. You can see their logo here behind us. The silver sponsors, we have Aberdeen Asset Management, ING Investment Management and Luxair. The bronze sponsors, BGL BNP Paribas, Oban Law, Gen Creo, Bank Haviland, Jemison Irish whiskey. This is always the issue in Anglo-Irish relations. How do you spell the word whiskey? I think that's just answered it. We have the Mercure Hotels, So Food, and Bernard Massard, and the media partners, Our City Radio, Chronicle.lu, The Scan Post, and Anglo Info, for which we thank everyone. But also we have, of course, the collaboration of the British Embassy in Luxembourg, the Embassy of Ireland in Luxembourg. I've mentioned the Edinburgh International Film Festival, the Galway Film Fleadh, as well as the British Council and the Irish Film Institute. We will have a number of special guests. These have not been included in the programme or in the press release, of which you can have copies on the way out. And these will be confirmed later on. But what I can say at the moment is we have 6 films already where we will have special guests over. And what I mean by special guests, we have the filmmakers, we will have the actors, directors, producers that are coming over, and or available via Skype. So what we have at the moment, we have people from A Dangerous Game, A Practical Guide to Spectacular Suicide, Castles in the Sky for the closing screening, Noble for the screening on the 1st of October, and Poison Pen and The Light of Day on the 2nd of October.